They told us Bayley was done. They told us the role model was finished after that devastating injury. But what WWE didn't tell us was that she'd come back with a vendetta so personal, so vicious, that she'd literally attack Bianca Belair with a ladder just weeks before this match. And you know what makes my blood boil? The fact that some people still had the audacity to say Bayley didn't deserve this title shot. Are you kidding me? This woman built the women's division, carried it on her back 4 years, and people questioned whether she earned her spot. The disrespect is insane. Let me tell you something right now. What we witnessed at Crown Jewel 2025 wasn't just a wrestling match. It was a masterclass in storytelling. It was redemption. It was rage. And it was everything that's right and wrong about how WWE books their women's division. Trivia question 1. Drop your answer in the comments. How many days was Bayley out of action before returning to challenge Bianca Belair? Now, before we dive deep into this absolute war, we have a quick request for you. We are constantly working to improve our content to earn your love and support. That's why we would truly appreciate it if you could take a moment to leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon so you never miss an update here on Wrestling Zone Insider. Let's set the stage. Bianca Belair had been dominating as Raw Women's Champion. The ist of WWE was running through everyone, and I mean everyone. She had that title locked down tighter than Fort Knox. But then Bayley returned at SummerSlam with Dakota Kai and Io Sky, forming Damage Control, and suddenly the entire women's division shifted on its axis. The mind game started immediately. Bayley didn't just want the title, she wanted to destroy Bianca psychologically. She wanted to break the ist spirit before she ever stepped in the ring with her. And that ladder attack, that wasn't wrestling. That was personal. That was Bayley saying, I'm not the same woman who left. I'm something darker, something more dangerous. The build to Crown Jewel was electric. Every promo cut deeper than the last. Bianca, who's always been the epitome of confidence and strength, you could see the fire in her eyes. She knew this wasn't going to be just another title defense. This was about proving that no matter how long Bayley had been gone, no matter what version of the role model returned, the ist was still the standard. Trivia question 2. Before this match, how many times had Bayley and Bianca faced each other in singles competition for a main roster title? Leave your answer below. Crown Jewel 2025 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The atmosphere was unreal. The moment both women's music hit, you could feel the tension. Bianca came out with that signature confidence, whipping her braid, but you could see it. This was different. Her eyes were locked on that ring because she knew Bayley wasn't coming to just compete. She was coming to hurt her. And Bayley? Oh, Bayley came out with Damage Control by her side, soaking in every single boo, every ounce of hatred from the crowd, and she loved it. This wasn't the hugger anymore. This was a woman possessed by one singular goal, reclaiming what she believed was rightfully hers. The bell rings, and immediately, these two go at it like they've been waiting their entire careers for this moment. The intensity was off the charts from second one. Bayley targeted Bianca's previously injured areas because that's what smart heels do. She worked over the back, she worked over the ribs, every move calculated to break down the champion piece by piece. But here's what frustrated me, and tell me if you agree in the comments. Damage Control's presence at ringside. Now, I love faction warfare. I love the chaos it brings. But when you have Dakota Kai and Io Sky lurking around, you know there's going to be interference. And sure enough, every time Bianca started building momentum, every time she was about to put Bayley away, there was a distraction, a cheap shot, something to shift the tide. Trivia question 3. What was the name of Bayley's finisher she attempted multiple times in this match? Drop it in the comments. The near falls in this match were insane. I'm talking edge of your seat, heart in your throat moments where you genuinely didn't know who was walking out with that title. Bayley hit the Rose Plant kick out. Bianca countered with the KOD kick out. The crowd was absolutely nuclear. What I loved about this match was the psychology. Bayley worked as the methodical veteran who knew every counter, every shortcut, every way to exploit an opening. Bianca fought as the powerful champion who refused to stay down no matter how much punishment she absorbed. It was perfect storytelling. There was this one sequence where Bianca had Bayley up for the KOD, but Bayley raked the eyes twice, and the referee just let it slide. And this is what drives me crazy about WWE officiating sometimes. Where's the disqualification? Where's the accountability? But I digress. The closing stretch was absolutely bonkers. Damage Control got involved again, causing chaos at ringside. But here's where Bianca showed why she's the ist. She fought through everything. She neutralized the outside interference, she absorbed Bayley's best offense, and when the moment came, she hoisted Bayley up and drove her down with the KOD for the 1, 2, 3. Bianca Belair retained her Raw Women's Championship, and the crowd exploded. But here's my issue, and I want your take on this in the comments. Was this the right finish? Because on one hand, Bianca proved she's the top woman in WWE, she overcame the odds, she beat the veteran who came back with everything to prove. That's a star-making performance for a champion. On the other hand, Bayley just returned from a career-threatening injury. She formed the most dominant faction in the women's division. She had all the momentum, and she loses in her first major title match back. Some would argue that's terrible booking, that you bring Bayley back, build her up as this monster, and then you have her lose clean. That deflates all the heat you just built. Final trivia question: how long was Bianca Belair's Raw Women's Championship reign at the time of Crown Jewel 2025? Let us know in the comments. What made this match special wasn't just the in-ring action, though that was phenomenal. It was the story. It was two of the best women's wrestlers of this generation going to war over a championship that meant everything to both of them. It was about respect, legacy, and proving who truly belonged at the top. Crown Jewel 2025 gave us a classic, but it also left us wanting more, because the story between Bianca and Bayley didn't end that night. If anything, it was just beginning. Damage control would continue to make Bianca's life hell. The mind games would continue, and that's how you build a proper rivalry. So here's what I want from you: sound off in the comments. Did Bianca deserve to retain? Should Bayley have won her first match back? Was Damage Control's interference too much? And most importantly, do you think this match gets the respect it deserves when people talk about the best women's matches of 2025? This match proved that the women's division in WWE isn't just an afterthought, it's must-see television. It's main event quality, and both Bianca Belair and Bayley showed the world why they are two of the absolute best to ever do it. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you leave a like, drop all your trivia answers in the comments, and subscribe to Wrestling Zone Insider for more deep dives into the matches that matter. We'll see you in the next one.